Good morning students. In continuation of ultraviolet spectroscopy, this is the third lecture. Today we are going to discuss about how to calculate the absorption maxima, that is wavelength of absorption by the molecule, that is calculation of wavelength of absorption, calculation of wavelength of absorption by the sample molecule. According to the syllabus, you have to study about the calculation of absorption maxima in a diene and trienes and alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds, benzene, substituted benzene derivatives, and polynuclear aromatic hydrocarbons, diketones, as well as absorption maxima calculation in a polyenes. Now, for the calculation of absorption maxima for diene and triene, we have certain rules called as Woodward-Fieser rules. Woodward-Fieser rules. Woodward-Fieser rules for what? A Woodward-Fieser rules for calculation of absorption maxima for wavelength of absorption by the sample molecule. Now, Woodward and Fieser has formulated certain empirical rules for calculation of wavelength of absorption in a diene and a triene. Diene and a triene. These rules are formulated for the calculation of absorption maxima for a diene and a triene, that is a molecule which contain two double bonds, diene, or which contain a three double bond is a triene. So, those compounds absorption maxima are calculated using Woodward and Fieser rules. Let us study what are the Woodward and Fieser rules. According to Woodward and Fieser, each of the diene has a fixed basic unit. Each of the diene has a fixed basic unit, that is butadiene. That is butadiene. This is the butadiene. So, according to them, every molecule of a diene has a fixed basic unit, that is butadiene, with the wavelength of absorption is 270 nanometer. Lambda max is equal to 270 nanometer. 270 nanometer, whose absorption maxima is exactly known to us, that is 270 nanometer. Further, the absorption maxima of the molecule depends upon number of substituents attached with a conjugated double bonds. Number of substituents. This is 270 nanometer. Now, further, the absorption maxima of a molecule depends upon number of substituents attached. Number of substituents attached to what? Attached to a conjugated system. So, we have a molecule which contain a basic unit in it, that is butadiene. Further, it is attached by some other systems. So, further the that is lambda maxima value depends upon the number of substituent attached with a conjugated system and the nature of the substituent, type of the substituent, nature of the substituents attached to conjugated system, as well as the type of double bond. It also depends upon the type of double bond. Type of double bond. Are you following? Type of double bond include a conjugated double bonds may be homoannular, may be homoannular, homoannular, or the double bonds, conjugated double bonds in a molecule may be present as heteroannular, heteroannular, or the conjugated double bonds may be exocyclic, exocyclic, or they may be endocyclic, endocyclic. Now, so we have a molecule which contain a double bond, conjugated double bond, so that it has a fixed basic unit in it, that is butadiene with 217 nanometer. It is not alone, it is attached with some other frame of the molecule, so that the lambda maxima not always 217 nanometer. Are you following? So you take one molecule of a conjugated double bonds, you can observe there is a fixed basic unit, that is butadiene of 217 nanometer. So the value of 217 is for isolated butadiene. Now in a molecule, this system is attached by the other framework of the molecule, so that the lambda maxima is no longer 270 nanometer. It will be affected by what? By the other substituents, so that for a molecule the lambda maxima is depends upon, in addition to 270 nanometer, it also depends upon number of substituents attached, nature of the substituents attached, types of the double bonds existed in our molecule. The conjugated double bond may be existed in a molecule as homoannular, or may be existed as heteroannular, or may be existed as exocyclic double bond, or may be existed as an endocyclic system. So these are the Woodward. Now this is Woodward and Pfizer rule. Now you take one molecule, you consider the basic value for it, that is 270 nanometer, and you observe what type of substituents and number of substituent attached to it, and then the types of, you also consider the types of double bond existed in our molecule, may be homo or hetero or exo or endo. Then consider the effect of substituents attached with conjugated system, nature of substituent attached with conjugated system, types of double bonds existed in our molecule, and add this effect value of all these with the basic value, that is 270 nanometer. Then you will get the absorption maxima of our molecule. Are you following? A simple concept derived by Woodward and Pfizer rule. Simply you take a molecule and you fix the basic value 270 nanometer, and then you add the effect of the substituent, type of substituent, nature of the double bonds existed in your molecule of selected. Then you will get the absorption maxima of the molecule. These are called as Woodward and Pfizer rules. These rules are applicable only for the calculation of absorption maxima of diene and triene. Diene and triene. Now coming to study what are the homoannular, heteroannular, exocyclic double bond and as well as endocyclic double bond before going to calculate absorption maxima of diene and triene. Homoannular. Homoannular. If both conjugated double bonds in our molecule existed in one ring. The conjugated double bond both if existed in one ring called as homoannular system. Homoannular system. For example, you have this system. You can see this is ring A, this is ring B. There is a conjugated double bond. Both the conjugated double bonds are existed in ring A, that is in one ring, so that the system is known as homoannular system. Homoannular system. The double bond may be existed in either 5-membered ring or 6-membered ring, whatever it may be. Homoannular system. Similarly, now in this system you can observe the double bond, both the conjugated double bonds are existed in again ring A, this is ring B. Now in this system, this is A, this is B. You simply observe that in the second example, the two conjugated double bonds are existed in 5-membered ring, that is ring A, in one ring, homoannular. In the second example, both the conjugated double bonds are existed in 6-membered ring, that is ring A. Again it is homoannular. The homoannular systems are nothing but where the conjugated double bonds are existed in only one ring, called as homoannular system. Now coming to heteroannular. Heteroannular system. If the conjugated double bonds existed in a different rings, a conjugated double bonds if existed in different rings in a molecule called as heteroannular. In one ring it is homoannular, in different ring it is heteroannular. Example, you see here. Now both the double bonds are conjugated. One double bond is present in ring A, the other double bond is present in ring B. So each double bond existed in different rings. One is in ring A, another double bond is in ring B. So that it comes under heteroannular. Heteroannular, irrespective of the ring size, whatever it may be the ring size. If the conjugated double bonds are existed in different rings called as heteroannular. Ring may be 5-membered, ring may be 6-membered, whatever it may be, heteroannular. For example, this is A, this is B. Now here the two double bonds are conjugated. One double bond is present in ring A, the other double bond is present in ring B. It is heteroannular. Are you following? Now now here you see one ring is 5-membered ring, one ring is 6-membered ring. Now here it is conjugated double bond. One double bond is in 5-membered ring, one double bond in 6-membered ring. So two different rings. Therefore heteroannular. What is heteroannular? A conjugated double bonds present in different rings called as heteroannular. Coming to the third concept, that is hexacyclic double bonds. Hexacyclic double bonds. Now if the conjugated double bond directly linked with any ring, a conjugated double bond, either one or both, if directly attached or linked with a ring of either 5-membered or 6-membered, whatever it may be, called as hexacyclic double bond. Hexacyclic double bonds are nothing but a conjugated double bonds of one or two or both attached with directly to the ring called as exocyclic double bond. For example, now you take this system. Now here these two are the conjugated double bonds. The double bonds are attached with what? With a ring, so that it is exocyclic. Or you can take other system. Now you observe, this is ring A, this is ring B. These two are the conjugated double bond. This double bond, the double bond in a ring A is exo with respect to ring B. When you close ring A, you can observe this is the double bond attached with what? With a B ring. Now when we close half part of the ring A, you can observe the double bond is attached with ring B. This double bond is exocyclic with ring B. Exocyclic with ring B. Similarly, now you take this. Say this is A, this is B ring. Here, with respect to ring A, when you close ring B, you observe double bond 1, double bond 2 are directly attached with a ring A. So with respect to ring A, both double bonds are exo. This is also exo, called as exocyclic double bonds. Now last one, endocyclic. The conjugated double bonds which are not linked, are not attached with a ring. A conjugated double bonds which are not attached or linked with a ring are called as endocyclic double bond. Endocyclic. For example, you take this. Say this is ring A, this is ring B. Now these are the two conjugated double bond. Now when we close ring A, the first double bond is exo to ring B. This is exo. Now the second double bond is not attached with ring. This is not attached with ring, called as endocyclic. This is endocyclic. Similarly, you take these two. The two double bonds are conjugated but not attached with any ring. They are inside the ring. Endocyclic. Endocyclic. So these are the Woodward and Pfizer rules. Are you following? In brief, you choose the molecule. You choose or you take the molecule. You fix a basic unit. A basic unit for the molecule. What is basic unit? Butadiene. This is butadiene with a basic value 270 nanometer. Basic value 270 nanometer. Then you add effect of a substituents. Say a simple process involving selection of molecule, or you take a molecule and you fix a basic unit for the molecule selected. Basic unit will be the butadiene with wavelength of 270 nanometer, followed by addition of the effect of substituent present in our molecule. Addition to what? To the basic value. Addition of effect of substituent, type of substituent, number of substituent present in our molecule, to the basic value, and then you can add effect of type of double bonds present in our molecule. Type of double bond, just now we discussed. The type of double bonds may be homoannular, heteroannular, exocyclic, endocyclic. You add their effect to the basic value. A simple calculation involving addition of effect value of substituents and effect value of type of double bond present in our molecule to what? To the basic value, that is 217 nanometer. Then we will get the absorption maxima for our molecule. So this is the procedure for calculating absorption maxima using Woodward and Pfizer rules for diene and trienes. Let us calculate lambda max for diene or triene. Calculation of lambda maxima for diene or triene. Now we have we are going to calculate absorption maxima of diene and triene which contain only pi electrons. Only pi electrons, where only pi to pi star transitions are possible. So that we are going to calculate absorption maxima of diene and triene for its pi to pi star transition. For pi to pi star transition. Pi to pi star transition with the help of Woodward-Pfizer rules. Let us. Basic value. Basic unit and its value. Effect value. In our molecule, if the molecule belongs to acyclic system or heteroannular system, acyclic or heteroannular, if the system is in our molecule, if it is acyclic diene or triene or heteroannular system, then the basic value is 270 nanometer. 217 nanometer. This is the basic value. If the system is homoannular, if the system is homoannular, then the basic value is 253 nanometer. These are the two basic value we should remember. Whatever the molecule we have chosen for calculation, if it belongs to acyclic system or heteroannular system, its basic value will be 270 nanometer. That is, for example, if the conjugated system, you see, this is the conjugated system we have chosen for calculation. What it is? It is acyclic. It belongs to acyclic. Then we have to fix 270 nanometer as basic. If it is heteroannular, say if we have chosen a sample or molecule belongs to heteroannular. Now this is the example. You can say there is a conjugated double bonds. The system is heteroannular. Then we have to fix the basic value 270 nanometer. 270 nanometer, and then further calculation considering the effect of the substituents. Are you following? Now, if the example which we are selected for calculation belongs to homoannular, say if the system belongs to homoannular like this. Now there is a conjugated double bonds. This is the example we have taken for calculation. There is a conjugated double bond. Both double bonds are in one ring, existed in one ring. So the system belongs to homoannular. If the conjugated double bonds are homoannular, then we should consider the basic value 253 nanometer, not 217. 217 basic value is for only acyclic system, heteroannular systems. For homoannular system, the basic value is 253 nanometer. 253 nanometer. So to the 253 nanometer, then we have to add the effect of the substituents present in this molecule. Then we will get final absorption maxima for that molecule. Is it clear? Coming to substituent. Substituents. Effect of the substituents. After fixing the basic value, then we have to consider the substituents. Now, a substituent, each alkyl group substituent like alkyl, whatever it may be methyl, it may be ethyl, it may be whatever it may be. Each alkyl like substituent attached with a conjugated system. Each alkyl like substituent attached with a conjugated system affected the absorption maxima about 5 nanometer. 5 nanometer. Absorption maxima about 5 nanometer. For example, say we have taken this molecule. Now it is acyclic system. Therefore, basic value 217 nanometer. Now to the conjugated system, one alkyl group is attached. It affected 5 nanometer. So you add 5 nanometer. It becomes 222. For this molecule, absorption maxima is 222. 222 includes basic value of acyclic system 217 and a effect of one alkyl group, that is 5 nanometer. So in that way we can calculate. Each alkyl contributed. Now coming to other substituent, each alkoxide group contributed 6 nanometer. Each alkoxide OR alkoxide group attached with a conjugated system affected the absorption maxima about 6 nanometer. 6 nanometer. Now coming to other substituents. So each OR means alkoxide group attached with a conjugated system only contributed 6 nanometer. Then each SR thioalkyl group contributed 30 nanometer, affected 30 nanometer, affected the 30 nanometer of absorption maxima. Then each chlorine or bromine, attached with a conjugated system contributed 5 nanometer. 5 nanometer. Chlorine, either presence of chlorine or either presence of bromine attached with only conjugated system can affect 5 nanometer of absorption maxima for the molecule. Now each alkyl amine, that is each NR2 group, dialkyl amine, every dialkyl amine if attached with a conjugated system, it affected the absorption maxima of molecule about 60 nanometer. About 60 nanometer. Now each bicyclic system affected absorption maxima of 50 nanometer. A bicyclic system, say you take this example. Now there are two double bond, that is conjugated double bond. This system is bicyclic. one ring is 6 membered, other ring is 5 membered, bicyclic system. So every bicyclic system, each bicyclic system contributed absorption maxima of whole molecule about 15 nanometer. Now other effect, each double bond extending conjugation contributed 30 nanometer. Now in a molecule it has a two double bonds, a conjugated double bonds. If the conjugated double bonds, that is a butadiene system, if it extended its conjugation by one more double bonds, then it contributed 30, it affected the 30 nanometer. For example, you take this system, now you can observe there is a two double bonds, a butadiene like system, and then one more extra double bond, one double bond is extending conjugation to the first two. This double bond, this is one double bond, this is two double bonds, a basic unit of butadiene. The third double bond, this is third double bond, so the third double bond is extended the conjugation of butadiene. Then each double bond which extended the conjugation of the first two affected the 30 nanometer wavelength, 30 nanometer of wavelength. So maybe we should consider 30 nanometer. If there are two extra double bond in addition to diene system, contributed 30 plus 30, 30 plus 30. So we should fix the basic unit and then add the double bond effect 30 nanometer. Now it is affected only when it is conjugated with the first two. If the third double bond is isolated from the first two conjugated double bond, there is no effect. We should consider the effect of extra double bond only under if it is conjugated with the first two as 30 nanometer wavelength. If the extra double bond is not conjugated with the first two, that is a butadiene system, we should not consider its effect. Is it clear? So double bond extending conjugation contributed 30 nanometer. Next, each ring residue RR means ring residue. Each ring residue attached to a conjugated system, every ring residue attached to a conjugated system affected the absorption maxima by 5 nanometer. 5 nanometer. Now here every ring residue if attached with a conjugated system which affected 5 nanometer frequency of absorption. Coming to ring residue. What is ring residue? Ring residue is nothing but a cyclic carbons, a carbons of the ring system which are linked directly to the conjugated system. Are you following? Whatever the carbons of a ring which linked directly with our conjugated system are called as ring residue. For example, say this is the conjugated double bond. Now here the ring carbons which are directly linked with the conjugated system. This is conjugated system. This is one carbon. This is one carbon attached with conjugated double bond. This is second carbon, second ring carbon. attached with conjugated system. This is third carbon of the ring attached with conjugated system. Are you followed? This is whole conjugated system. To it, this carbon, ring carbon, attached with the double bond. This ring carbon attached with the double bond. This ring carbon attached with the ring carbon. There are some other carbons. You can see. This is the carbon. Say, we can number it. Say 1. This is 2. This is 3. Say first carbon is not attached with conjugated system. Similarly, second carbon is not also attached with conjugated system. Third carbon is also not attached. We should not consider. Whatever the ring carbons which are directly linked with the conjugated system should be considered as a ring residue contributed each with 5 nanometer. So here this is one ring residue, this is second ring residue, this is third ring residue. Total ring residues are 3 into 5, each 5 nanometer, 3 into 5, 15 nanometer. So we should add plus 3 ring residue corresponds to 15 nanometer. First we should fix the basic value and then we should consider the ring residue effect, that is 3 ring residue affecting the absorption maxima, each 5 nanometer contributed, so that it belongs to 15 nanometer. So basic, we should add 15 nanometer to basic value to get the total final value for absorption maxima of the molecule. So what are the ring residue? A ring carbon directly attached with the conjugated system are known as ring residues. Every ring residue contributed 5 nanometer to shift absorption maxima of whole molecule towards bathochromic. Is it clear? Now coming to others. Each if one double bond, there are 2 double bond in our conjugated system. If one conjugated double bond is exocyclic with one ring, is exo to one ring, contributed 5 nanometer. Are you followed? So we have a 2 double bonds in a conjugated system. Out of 2, if one double bond of conjugated system is exocyclic to one ring, if one double bond is exocyclic to one ring, contributed 5 nanometer. Example, now you see, this is the conjugated system. We have a basic value for it, Now you can see, this is ring A, this is ring B. Among the 2 double bond, this double bond is exocyclic with one ring. This double bond is exo to ring B. When we close ring A, this double bond become exocyclic to ring B. So one double bond is exocyclic with one ring, affected 5 nanometer. Now if one double bond is exo to 2 rings, 10 nanometer. You see, in the previous case, one double bond of conjugated system is exocyclic to one ring, 5 nanometer. If one double bond of conjugated system is exocyclic to 2 rings, its effect will be 10 nanometer. Example, now you can see, this is the example where these 2 are conjugated double bonds. One double bond, say this is ring A, this is ring B. this double bond is exo to ring A as it is directly attached. The same double bond is also exo to ring B. So a middle double bond is exocyclic to ring A as well as ring B. This is the concept. If one double bond is exocyclic to two rings, contributed 10 nanometer. Now, coming to solvent correction, solvent effect. Solvent effect. We have discussed about the solvent effect. Now we are calculating here absorption maxima for pi to pi star transition of diene and triene. Therefore, there is no solvent effect of either polar solvent or non-polar solvent. We have already studied. No need to discuss in detail. That is, solvent is affected the lambda maxima of a molecule which contain non-bonding electron and pi electrons. Now here we are studying about only triene and diene and trienes, that belongs to alkene. There is no non-bonding electrons. Therefore, there is no solvent effect belongs to either of polar or belongs to non-polar on pi to pi star transition. That is, the solvent effect is 0 nanometer. The solvent effect is 0 nanometer. Then lambda maxima is equal to some x nanometer. This is the way to calculate absorption maxima. First, choose the molecule, fix a basic unit, observe whether the chosen molecule is acyclic or heteroannular or homoannular. If it is acyclic or heteroannular, consider 270 nanometer value for a basic unit. If the selected molecule is homoannular, then we should consider 253 nanometer as basic. Then followed by, then we have to add each alkyl like substituent attached with a conjugated system of 5 nanometer. Now each alkoxy groups attached with the conjugated system contributed 6 nanometer. Each thioalkyl group, if attached with the conjugated system, contributed 30 nanometer. Each chlorine or bromine attached with the conjugated system adds 5 nanometer to the basic value, whatever we fixed initially. Now each dialkyl amine contributed 60 nanometer. Every bicyclic system, if the molecule has a bicyclic system, contributed 50 nanometer. Each extending double bond conjugation, extra double bond extended the conjugation of first two, contributed 30 nanometer. Now each ring residue contributed 5 nanometer. Then each exocyclic double bond, if it is one ring, exo to one ring, 5 nanometer. If it is exo to two rings, 10 nanometer. So after observing the substituent effect and their values, considering and addition to the basic value, we will get the final absorption maxima of a diene or triene. So these are Woodward and Pfizer rules. Let us exercise taking with some examples. Belongs to triene as well as belongs to diene. Now example, say this is the example. Now it is acyclic. This belongs to acyclic. So the basic value 217 nanometer. Basic value is 217 nanometer. Now there are two alkyl group. This is one methyl group, this is second methyl group. Two methyl groups, CH3, CH3. two methyl groups attached with conjugated system. Each alkyl group contributed 5 nanometer. 5 into 2 groups 10 nanometer. Or 2 alkyl groups contributed 10 nanometer. 2 alkyl groups contributing 10 nanometer. So it becomes 227 nanometer. Lambda max absorption maxima for this molecule is 227 nanometer. So in this way we can calculate, fixing the basic value, addition of substituent effect, then we will get the final value. Now coming to other example. CH double bond CH CH3. This is another example, a diene, 1 double bond, 2 double bond, both are conjugated. So the system is acyclic, conjugated double bonds are acyclic. So the basic value 270 nanometer. For acyclic it is 270 nanometer. Coming to substituent, this is one methyl group, this is second methyl group. Two methyl groups attached with conjugated double bonds. So 2 alkyl group, each 5 nanometer belongs to 10 nanometer. 10 nanometer. Is it clear? Now this is the cyclic ring. This is one carbon, this is second carbon. This is one ring carbon, this is second ring carbon attached with double bond, that is 2 ring residue. This is one ring residue, this is another ring residue, 2 ring residues, that is 2 RR. RR means, R means alkyl group, RR means ring residue. 2 ring residues are present in a molecule, each contributed 5 nanometer, therefore 10 nanometer. Therefore 10 nanometer. Are you following? Now this is the conjugated double bond, exocyclic with ring, this ring, say this is ring A. Ring A. The double bond is exocyclic with ring A. So one double bond with one ring 5 nanometer. Exo DB 5 nanometer. Now you can see a acyclic system, basic value 270 nanometer, 2 alkyl groups attached with the diene system, 2 into 5 that is 10 nanometer, 2 ring residues are attached, 2 into 2 ring residue 10 nanometer. Now one double bond is exo to one ring, therefore 5 nanometer. So it becomes 242 nanometer. So the absorption maxima of this molecule is 242 nanometer. So in this way, fixing the basic value and addition of the effect value of substituents and type of double bond, then we will get the final value 242 nanometer. Let us take another example. Now this is the example, one double bond, two double bond, both are conjugated double bonds. It is exocyclic, acyclic system. This is acyclic system. Why it is acyclic? Because the two conjugated double bonds are separated by one isolated single bond. Acyclic system. So basic value 270 nanometer. As it is acyclic, the basic value is 270 nanometer. Now there is no alkyl groups. Coming to ring residue, ring carbons. Now this is the ring carbon attached with double bond, ring residue. Now this is another ring carbon attached with the double bond. Here one more ring carbon attached with the double bond. This is another ring carbon attached with the double bond. So you observe 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 ring carbons attached with the conjugated double bonds. Therefore, there are 4 ring residues. 4 ring residues. Therefore, 20 nanometer. Each contributed 5 nanometer. 4 ring residue contributed 20 nanometer. Now, there is no alkyl groups. There is no exocyclic double bonds. Therefore, its value is 237 nanometer. Lambda maxima for this molecule is 237 nanometer. Is it clear? Now, we will go for another example. This is the example. Now, here the 2 conjugated double bonds existed in one ring. So, the system is homoannular. Homoannular. The system is homoannular. For homoannular, the basic value is 253 nanometer. 253. Why it is homoannular? As the 2 conjugated double bonds are existed in one ring. So, it is homoannular. Its basic value is 253 nanometer. Now, coming to now this is the conjugated system. There is no alkyl groups attached. This is one carbon. This is second carbon. Ring residue, ring residue. There are 2 ring residues attached. So, it becomes 2RR 10 nanometer. There is no alkyl groups on conjugated system. There is no exocyclic double bonds. So, a conjugated system has only 2 ring residue. Therefore, 253 plus 10 nanometer, it becomes 263 nanometer. It becomes 263 nanometer. Now, let us consider its isomer. This is the isomer of the first, where we have changed the position of double bond. Now, here again it is homoannular. Again this is homoannular, where the 2 double bonds in one ring, homoannular. So, the basic value 253 nanometer. 253 nanometer. Now, this is one ring residue. This carbon is attached with the double bond, second ring residue. This carbon is attached with the double bond, third ring residues. So, this carbon is with this double bond, this carbon is attached with this double bond, this carbon of the ring is attached with this double bond. So, there are 3 ring residues, 3RR. So, that contributed 15 nanometer, 3 into 5, 15 nanometer. Now, this double bond is exo2 with this ring. One double bond is exocyclic. When we close this, you can observe a double bond is exocyclic with this ring. So, contributed. So, one double bond with one ring. So, 5 exo double bond, 5 nanometer. 5 nanometer. Exo DB stands for double bond. Exo double bond contributed 5 nanometer. 273 nanometer. 273 nanometer. So, it contributed about 273 nanometer. Now, another isomer. The same molecule with another isomer. Just changing the position of double bonds. This is another isomers. Molecule is same. We have changing the double bond position to get the different isomers whose have a different absorption maxima value. Now, you can see the 2 double bonds, 2 conjugated double bonds are existed in different rings. So it is heteroannular. Heteroannular. So the system is heteroannular system. So the basic value 253 nanometer. Basic value is 253 nanometer. Now one ring residue here. This is another ring residue. This is another ring residue. There are three ring residue. Sorry. Now in the case of heteroannular, the basic value is 270 nanometer. 270 not 253, 270 nanometer. So here one ring residue, second ring residue, third ring residue. So there are three ring residues. 3 RR is equal to 50 nanometer. Now this is the double bond exo to this ring. So 5 nanometer. 1 exo DB 5 nanometer. So it has no alkyl group attached with the conjugated system. A heteroannular system of 270 nanometer, 3 ring residues 50 nanometer, 1 exo double bond 5 nanometer. So it become 237 nanometer. You can observe there is a difference in absorption maxima of these three isomers. As changing the position of double bond, the absorption maxima is also changes. So based on the absorption maxima value, we can also predict the isomers. For the same molecule. If the double bonds are homoannular, it is 253. If the double bonds are heteroannular, it is 217 nanometer. Now let us take another example. This is the example for calculation of absorption maximum. You can see a conjugated dienes of acyclic system. As the double bonds, conjugated double bonds are outside the ring. Acyclic system. So basic value 217 nanometer. The basic value is 217 nanometer. Is it clear? Now the system is bicyclic. One is 6-membered ring, one is 5-membered ring. A bicyclic system. Bicyclic contributed 50 nanometer. Each bicyclic contributed 50 nanometer. Now these two conjugated double bonds has one ring residue RR. This is second ring residue 2 RR. Therefore 10 nanometer. Two ring residues, therefore 10 nanometer. This double bond is exo to this ring. This double bond is also exo. Both the double bonds are exo. 2 exo DB 10 nanometer. Now you can observe it is acyclic system, basic value 270 nanometer, 2 ring residues attached, so we are considered 10 nanometer. This is a bicyclic system, 15 nanometer. Both the double bonds are exocyclic, 10 nanometer. So it become 22, 32, 42, 52, 252 nanometer. So the final absorption maxima is 252 nanometer. So in this way we can calculate. Let us take some more examples. Another examples. Now this is the system. Now here it is an acyclic system. Either with respect to these first two double bond, or either with respect to second, third double bond, it is acyclic system. So the basic value 270 nanometer. So the basic value belongs to 270 nanometer. Here, if you consider these two double bond, this double bond is extra and conjugated, extending the conjugation of first two. All the three double bonds are in the conjugation. So one double bond extending the conjugation of first two. 1 dB extending conjugation 30 nanometer. Are you following? Either you consider these two double bond, this is extended double bond, or you consider these two double bond, this double bond is extending conjugation. So contributed 30 nanometer. Next, one ring residue, second ring residue attached with the conjugated system, 2 RR 10 nanometer. 2 ring residue 10 nanometer. Is it clear? Now in this example, there is a basic value 217 nanometer, one double bond extending conjugation 30 nanometer, 2 ring residue 10 nanometer. There are no alkyl group, there is no exocyclic double bonds. Therefore, 752, 250, the whole become 257 nanometer. Is it clear? Now, let us take some more examples. Ethyl group, this example. Now it is a homoannular system, as the two conjugated double bonds are in one ring. Homoannular, as it is homoannular, basic value 253 nanometer. Is it clear? Now there is extra double bond. These two double bonds are homoannular, so its basic value is 253 nanometer. There is extra double bond. This is extra double bond, but not extending the conjugation of first two, because this double bond is separated by one single bond, two single bonds. It is not in a conjugation with the first two double bond. Therefore, we should not consider. Are you following? The extra double bond, however, existed, but are separated from the first two double bond by two single bonds. So it is not extending the conjugation of first two. Hence, should not consider. Now coming to ring residue. This is one ring residue. This is two ring residue. RR, RR. This carbon is attached with this double bond. This carbon is attached with this double bond. 2 RR. 10 nanometer. Two alkyl groups 10 nanometer. Now here one ethyl group attached with conjugated system, that is one alkyl group 5 nanometer. There is no exocyclic double bonds. Therefore 268 nanometer. The value become 268 nanometer. Now its isomer. For the same, we can take its isomer. Say isomer. We have changed the position of inner double bonds, inside the ring double bonds. So we will get a isomer. Now here it is homoannular. Homoannular. So the basic value is 253 nanometer. Basic value is 253 nanometer. Now this is extra double bond separated by first two double bond by one single bond. So this double bond extending the conjugation of first two, therefore contributed 30. One double bond dB extending 30 nanometer. Are you following? In the previous example, the double bond, extra double bond is separated by two bonds. It is not extending the conjugation. But in this isomer, where the extra double bond is conjugation with the first two, as it is separated by one bond. So it contributed 30, extending one double bond, extended the conjugation. Now this is one ring residue, this is second ring residue, RR here, RR here. Two ring residues. So 10 nanometer. Two ring residues contributed 10 nanometer. One alkyl group, one R group, 5 nanometer. There is no exocyclic double bonds. So it become 83, 93, 98, 298 nanometer. So there is you can observe there is a change in the absorption maxima of first example to that of its isomer, second example. So in this way we can calculate the absorption maxima for different molecules. For example, you can take another example, say now this is the system, a cyclic system. A cyclic system. So the basic value 217 nanometer. 217 nanometer. Now here one ring residue, two ring residues, 10 nanometer. Now this is the carbon attached with the double bond, this is the carbon attached with the double bond. So there are two ring residues, 10 nanometer. This is the double bond exocyclic, 1 exo dB, 5 nanometer. So we have considered the basic value, two ring residues, one exocyclic double bonds. This you should not consider this isopropyl group as an alkyl group, as this group is not directly attached with the conjugated system. We have one ring residue which attached directly, therefore you should not consider isopropyl group as alkyl because it is not attached directly with the conjugated system. So the whole become 27, 32, 232 nanometer, 232 nanometer. Now coming to other examples. One more example. Let us study one more examples before end the class. Now say this is the example, whatever it may be. Now here this is homoannular system, homoannular system. So the basic value, basic 253 nanometer, 253 nanometer. Now you see here, with respect, say this is one double bond, this is two double bond, this is 3, this is 4. With respect to 1,2 double bond, it is heteroannular. With respect to 2,3 double bond, it is homoannular. With respect to 3,4 double bond, again homoannular. 3,4 double bonds in one ring, 2,3 double bonds in one ring, 1,2 double bonds in different rings. So it is a cross conjugated system. We have discussed in the yesterday's class about, and in the case of cross conjugated system, we should consider the conjugated system of more substituted. So we have chosen homoannular, basic value 253 nanometer. Now say 2,3 double bonds are homoannular. First double bond and fourth double bonds are extra double bonds conjugating with the 2,3 double bonds. First double bond is in conjugation with second double bond, fourth double bond is conjugation with the third. These two are separated by one bond, one single bond. 1, 2 are separated by one single bond. So there is sorry, there is two double bond extending the conjugation. Two double bond extending conjugation, 60 nanometer. Each contributed 30 nanometer. So the two double bonds extending conjugation contributed 60 nanometer. Is it clear? Now coming to counting the ring residue. The whole system is under conjugation. This is one ring carbon, say ring residue here. This is second ring residue. This carbon is attached with the double bond. Now this is third ring residue, RR. Now this is This is fourth RR attached with the double bond. This is one more RR. This is also RR. You can observe this ring carbon is attached by carbon 1, which is alkene carbon, so it is RR. Now this ring carbon is attached with the conjugated system RR. This carbon is attached with the conjugated system. This carbon with the conjugated system. This carbon is also in the conjugated. This carbon is also conjugated. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ring residues. 6 RR. So it become 30 nanometer. 6 into 5, 30 nanometer. Let us count exocyclic double bonds. Now here this is not exocyclic double bond. This is also not exocyclic, not exocyclic. This is exocyclic double bond. First double bond is exocyclic with the second ring. So one exo double bond, 5 nanometer, 213, 243, 248, 348 nanometer. So its lambda maxima become 348 nanometer. Now what we have to do is, we have to consider homoannular with basic value 253 nanometer. There are two extra double bond extending the conjugation of first two homoannular double bonds, 2 into 30, 60 nanometer. So counting the ring residue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons which are directly attached with our conjugated system. 5 into 6, that is, it becomes 30 nanometer. This double bond is exocyclic. This is not exocyclic, this is not exocyclic, this is not exocyclic. So only one double bond is exocyclic, 5 nanometer. The whole value become 348 nanometer. So in this way, we can calculate the absorption maxima for either diene or triene up to 3 double bonds. We can also calculate lambda maxima of a molecule up to 4 double bonds. Woodward-Fieser rules gives accurate results for a molecule which contain 2 double bond and up to 3 double bonds. The rules are also applicable for calculating a molecule of 4 double bonds. Whatever the value we obtained are not accurate. So these rules are, so here there are 4 double bonds we calculated with 348 nanometer of wavelength of absorption. So with this calculation of absorption maxima for diene and triene is completed. In the next class onwards, we go for calculating the absorption maxima for alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds and other compounds. So with this I complete today's lecture. Thank you very much.